Hey guys, A.C.F. All Caliber Firearms coming at you today. And what we have, although it looks like this gun, it is not this gun. And we'll show you a little bit more about it. Now this is the SW40VE Sigma. This is the notorious Sigma edition. And it's produced in .40 caliber Smith & Wesson. Now in '94, Smith & Wesson actually rolled out the original Sigmas, and it was introduced to compete with the Glock 17, and believe it or not, it actually had a price tag a little bit higher than a Glock. Now in '99, they actually introduced this VE series, and it's a nice little gun. It does what it needs to do. It's good and accurate. It shoots good, and it's function floors flawlessly. And this is a A.C.F. member's gun. He's letting us use it, letting us do the review on it. Again, really nice gun. We're going to tear it down. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to show you the differences in it. Now you can see it does look just like a Glock. But we're going to tear it down, and it works just like it. But you got your tabs you got to pull down. First thing, always safety check, which we do before the making of any videos. But just for fun, you can see there's nothing in the chamber. Magazine's out of the gun. We always safety check the weapons. That's why we normally don't put it on camera. We're going to tear it down about 1/8 of an inch. Pull your tabs down. Maybe. And your slide's going to come off. Now we had this gun to the range. We actually run about maybe a box of shells through it. We had several there, and we was just putting about anything in everybody's hands and just shooting it. Now I'm going to tear this 19 down, and we'll compare notes here. And again, this was designed around this weapon. It was actually to compete with it. On your left, you have a Glock 19 slide, and on the top you have the SW40VE. We would have used a Glock 22, but we don't have it on hand right now. But we are going to get a tabletop out there on a Glock 22. Keep check back with us for that. But as you can see, and they both are dirty. Again, we were at the range and shooting it, and I haven't had a chance to clean them yet. But they are pretty well identical. They're just close, man. Even on the polymer end of it. They just look a lot alike, don't they? Because they're designed the same. Just all in all, a nice gun. We shoot some good little groups with it. Again, it's never failed. It's been 100% reliable. We'll put him back together. Now, price on this gun, you're looking, I think MSRP on this gun was about $350, $60, something like that. I bought this at a pawn shop, $240. Again, guys, keep your eyes open. Look for a used gun. Used guns are just as good as new guns. If they're going to perform just like a new gun and you get a good deal on it, then you done really good, correct? That's exactly right. Never did give you a barrel view, did I? Let me show you a barrel view. Chambered in .40. Again, got a really good deal on this gun. It turned out to be a really good gun. It turned out to shoot just wonderfully. Ain't had no issues out of it. It's good and accurate. I actually shoot it pretty good. And on this particular gun, it acts as if as when you put this back on, it doesn't have You can see the little indention down here on the bottom, right here, and that's where the end of your guide rod actually sets. There's a little groove there. In this gun, that groove isn't there. That guide rod can actually move from side to side, so it gets out of line. You can see it's worked its way in line there. I was just trying to prove a point with it, but again, pretty good gun. But let's throw out your trigger poundage. Now, these guns were notorious for bad triggers, guys, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about in just a moment. But in '99, they actually broke this VE series out, and the E in it stands for enhanced. They also had a titanium slide, but they never did put it into production. Now, at this time, Smith & Wesson retired the 4.5-inch barrel and switched all Sigmas to the 4-inch barrel. And these Sigmas, like the one shown, is actually the second generation Sigmas. They had this in a SW40P and an SW9P in '99, and it just had ported barrel and slide to help with the recoil on the gun. Now in 2011, Smith & Wesson actually reworked the Sigma design. They dropped the Sigma name and introduced the pistol as the SD series. The pistol has got a redesigned trigger, it had new front sights. Magazines are interchangeable from the old Sigmas and the SD series guns. Now again, this is a nice gun. We'll give you a good little close-up of it here and let you check it out and see how much it actually is like a Glock. It looks just like a Glock. It's considered a poor man's Glock. Magazine capacity in this gun is 14 plus 1. Now the magazine says 13, but you can get 14 in it. The gun works, it functions flawlessly. Trigger pull. Now again, notorious on the trigger pull, guys. Right here, the Sigmas. This was the #1 complaint when these guns came out. And this gun was actually manufactured, it was actually pushed very, very hard on the police departments to come from a revolver, a double action revolver, over to the striker fired single action pistols. And in my opinion, that's probably got a lot to do with why the trigger the way the trigger is. And plus it was for safety. They didn't want it to just sound off. Everybody didn't have a whole lot of faith in these striker fired weapons, so they were trying to just safety it out the best that they could, what they felt would work. But again, on this, on your trigger pull, here we go. Has a very, very long trigger pull. When you've got it in your hand and you're actually shooting it, it feels like it takes forever for it to fire. It's just a long, drawn-out trigger pull, and it does feel double action. It's about 11 pounds right there. It feels, yeah, about 10 or 11 pounds. Now, reset on this. Is way out there. It's basically right at the end of your stroke on your trigger. And I'll show it one more time because again, these guns are really, really bad for notorious for their triggers. Just a bad reset. That's your reset. You can see how much plays between the reset and the actual firing of the firearm. But again, we had this gun to the range. Really, really good gun. It shoots really good. It's accurate. We don't have any trouble out of it. It functions flawlessly for us. Guys, this has been our tabletop review of a Sigma Smith & Wesson SW40VE. We hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.